Hey YouTube, welcome to a devlog. I don't know, what's it called again? A review, a reaction, a response, who cares? Let's see. I've already actually read it, so I kind of already know what I want to talk about. One, Herrera's being pushed forward. They've seen some issues with branches, which is good that they've noticed that now. And so they fixed that. So good job here. Well done you. Very, very proud of you. The only people I really care about, to be honest, Amarok and Hypno. But we'll do a quick overview of everything else. Sound design could be interesting. Dilophosaurus, yes. Ooh, very nice. For its venom ability, 3 very cool menacing hoots. Interesting. Right, so sounds would be distorted. That'd be pretty interesting. They might have done that because a big thing that dialers used to do in Legacy, at least I always did in dialer groups, was to have sporadic one calls from different directions at nighttime. To force people, they would always end up looking in that direction of the call, so another one could run in. What if they taken that sort of like, think of how people used to play Dilo, to do that mass psychological warfare, and turned it into like that mechanic? That'd be really, really cool. I was hoping he'd say something about Dilo and Dibble sounds being in the game already and playing sometimes in certain locations as a whole call and response. It's very, very cool. But no, nothing there. Okay, that's fair to be honest. Keener animation transitions are always good. About the game being smooth. And they talk about the roadmap. Not as interested in that, to be perfectly honest. Oh, fair enough. Now we get on to the people that I am more interested about. Amarok. He spent this month doing bug fixes, which is good. AI, addition of server whitelisting, also good. We haven't really tried out the whitelisting yet, but who knows. Workshop with the base dinosaur AI has been heaps of fun. The base logic of Tyrannosaurus is pretty complex. I'm hoping this means that we're actually going to get back AI Tenno and maybe even AI Carno and Omniraptors. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't actually mind that. I can see the issue with an AI Cerrado if it's always running towards your body and you're a juvie, and then adult Cerrado just comes in and goes, you die. But yeah, I can definitely see an issue with that. Oh, he says, yeah, I hope to get Carnosaurus and Omniraptor up and running shortly too, yeah. 100%. Those 3, 100% should be AI, given the fact that they were the first 3 like big playables. I'd love to see those as like AI again. Except he's fixed the issue with Carno. His Carno would chase you longer than Omniraptor would for some reason. Now, please fix the issue where the Carno didn't work off line of sight. Instead, it worked off like a radius around it, which means he could find you when you were hiding behind like trees and stuff like that. Which is terrifying. It was basically being chased by a Terminator, which in itself was kind of fun. But I have no idea who the hell John Cake is. If that's a guy in the Jurassic Park book, feel free to call me an idiot. But yeah. So we got the Dibble and the Trike all rigged up, which makes sense because they're both ceratopsians, so it makes sense to do them both at the same time. The Rex has new locomotion for its growth stages as well. Okay. Okay. I wonder if this is meaning that the juvie stage and the sub stage of the Rex are going to have different, like vastly different speeds and turn rates and stuff like that. That'd be really, really cool. You know, if the juvie Rex is a very like, you know, kind of like, you know, quick. Not like juvie Carno quick, but like, you know, decently quick. And as it becomes a sub, it's a more like agile, allo sort of playing dinosaur. And then when it reaches Rex, it's this sluggish, bigger, ambush prone, you know, or force you off of a body sort of dinosaur. Now we have the guy that I love the most, Hypno. Well, I love what he does. Recent changes to the roadmap and how we approach the game updates makes sense. The majority of the QA ties have been spent towards validating bug fixes. Always good to see people validating bug fixes. For the latest patch, we introduced server whitelisting. Also true. We also used this time to address some of the balance concerns that were present in update 6.5, including vomit preventing movement, and an input lockup that occurs if a target was knocked down while pouncing on a character. Input lockup that occurred if the target of the pounce was knocked down, pouncing on a character. Oh, okay. I think this means the issue where I never came across it, but sometimes when you get pounced, you keep running forwards. You know, so you're sliding on the ground, running forwards. I wonder if that's what it means. I've also seen that with Deinosuchus' lunge. You can get lunged by Dino, but you actually, on your screen, you ran away from it. And then you're in the lunge animation of being like dragged around, but you're still able to run and interact with things. So, yeah. Okay, now we have the big one, talking about balance. Obviously, this is effectively where I'm going to get my views from, really, is talking about balance. So, always excited to hit that. We move away from larger updates, fantastic, and pushing out content as and when it's ready. Brilliant. That alone, Hypno can stop talking there, and I'll be happy. I don't care. That's brilliant. That just means we're actually going to be getting more frequent patches, like the one that we just had. It'll be really good. I'll be working on new process of how to handle balance changes so that they can be provided much more frequently in accordance to your feedback. Also very nice. We hear your concerns about Serado's vomit lock. Fair. Whereby a group of Ceratosaurus will continuously bite a target, forcing it to vomit non-stop, preventing it from defending itself. I agree and disagree with this, obviously, because obviously to be honest, here's the thing. We do have a strat to defend ourselves against vomit lock, which is running away. The idea is that once you hit one bite away from when you're going to vomit, you just start belting it. You start running, right? Because you can usually get away. And obviously if there's a group of Cerados versus one thing, that's a bit like saying, well, a group of Omniraptors bled out my Tenno. They're a bit OP. It's like, well, yeah, there was a group of them versus you. Or a group of Carnos just stun charged me over and over again and I died. Carnos? Tennos? Yeah, a group of Carnos, whatever, who cares? You know, it's like, I can definitely agree why vomit lock is annoying, but stuns also kind of annoying, I guess, but who knows. This will require an intentional feature. This is not an intentional feature of the Ceratosaurus kit and will be addressed as soon as possible. Though it will require rework of vomiting in general, so expect to see more information of that. We have a solid direction we want to take it in. Now that is interesting. I actually already have an idea of how I would rebalance these Ceratosaurus, which I'll be making a video on eventually. That'd be really cool to see what they come up with. Now I might even try and message Philippe about my idea. And if you guys like the idea that I say in the YouTube video, I'll send it off to Philippe and we'll see. I was really hoping that it also addressed the fact that you can alt bite through the vomit animation and completely cancel it. Obviously you take the debuff, but you can keep attacking, which is how Tennos and Carnos can face tank Cerados. So while the vomit lock is a really, really prevalent thing, it also doesn't really fucking work because you can just alt bite your way through it. So, and you're gonna kill an Omniraptor and a Pachy probably before it vomits anyways. So, it's a weird one, 100%. But as I was talking about running away, it's that, in case you guys don't know, I always flip-flop between ideas because my brain just cannot hold a continuous thought for some reason. I don't know why, who knows. Is the fact that you are forced to run away, does that make it a bad mechanic? Is it a broken mechanic because the only way to really deal with it once you get to that stage is to run away? I don't know, because the other side of it is that the only way that the Cerado is actually useful is if it gets the vomit lock, because then it can't kill you otherwise. So it's a bit of a thing. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of what my idea is for vomit. The idea for vomit is that you actually only vomit once. Only once. Okay? And it's weight based. So things smaller than the Cerado take less bites, and things bigger than it take bigger bites. So for example, a Omniraptor and a Pachy might only be 3 bites to make them vomit, or even 2, because Omnis are pretty hard to hit. So it could only be 2 bites, vomit, and you get an actual reward for doing it. Whereas Tenno and Carno would be like 7, 8 bites. Stego would be like 10 bites, whatever, What I would do is that the vomit that you receive would be called a severe vomit. What does this do? This severe vomit, effectively, and it's pretty fucked up to be perfectly honest, is that it drains your hunger, and it can either A, remove all your nutrients, or B, after you vomit and you still have some nutrients left, it still gives you the debuff you have when you have no nutrients. For example, this is a reduction on your healing, a increase in your damage taken, a reduction on your stamina regen, stuff like that. This means that the Cerado actually is now doing more damage to you because you have this debuff. I think that could work quite nicely. I'm fairly sure that the damage received debuff reaches like 25%. So 25% of 150 basically takes the Serado's bite force up to 180, which is 5 more bite force than the Carno. I think that's kind of cool. I think that's how I would do it. It removes the annoyance of getting that vomit lock, you know, because you don't get the vomit lock, you just vomit once, and then you have this debuff, you know. So if you don't want the debuff, you can have to play, you have to run away, you know. But it also means that the Serado will be more of a brawler. So I'm fairly sure the no diets debuff also affects the damage that you take, that you do. It reduces the amount of damage you deal to other dinosaurs, which would therefore then mean, if you're following along with this, the Serado then becomes a brawler. So at first it's not a brawler, unless of course you count running in with a charge bite as a rule. But it is that once you then get vomit, you're then a brawler. You can actually afford to like face tank things and just bite. Which obviously isn't exactly the most interesting gameplay, but it is meant to be a brawler. The issue with the brawling play style with Serado compared to Paki, because Paki is a brawler. Paki is our little boxer. I got nerfed hard. Honestly, Rip Paki got destroyed. Anyways, is that you don't, there aren't too many attacks. I've said that horribly. There isn't a large variety on attacks. So an idea that I've always had is to give dinosaurs a hip check. If you don't know what a hip check is, it's a term I came across while playing Monster Hunter, because I love the Monster Hunter series. It's where certain monsters will like slam their hips to the left or to the right, maybe even whip their tail as well, and this will knock over your hunter. Do a similar thing with Serado. It can get up close to you. It can do like an alt right attack, similar to how Tenno has an alt right attack for a tail slam, and it, you know, hits its body into you and knocks you down, so it can like get a bite or two. Might be really, really cool. Or even if it doesn't knock you down, it just stuns you for like half a second. Just enough time for you to land a bite and then run. That'd be kind of cool. It brings in this brawler-esque playstyle. You know, it's a big, stocky, muscly dinosaur. So, it would be cool. It also means that we then have different attacks for bigger dinosaurs to play. For example, Rex, being a brawler, could have a similar thing, where it like slams its body into you to knock you down. That might be kind of cool. So, let's see what else he says. A few more known issues include the loss of player characters, and both Omniraptor and Troodon Pounce not connecting with a target. Oh yeah, baby. I hope this also includes the fact that alt bites can hit you when you're latched on. Please, get rid of that. This is fantastic. I'm glad that I was able to talk to Philippe about that and really ask him, please do something, because it was such a painful issue. It just makes you not want to play anything that bounces. So I already hate Troodon anyways. Fucking hate you. You're kind of trash. Omniraptor is of course the golden child. Yeah. That's so big. I'm really happy with this. Honestly, so far I'm decently happy with the devlog. It's pretty nice. Obviously it would be nice to actually know confirmations and seeing more things, but them saying that they're going to do it means that if in the next patch these things are still bugged and have issues, I can definitely then be like, you said. So let's go on. The QA have already started testing some of the upcoming playables in the latest builds. Very exciting, and they are coming along very well. Glad to hear. Particularly the Herrerasaurus with its unique ability to climb surfaces, as you may have already seen in post. Fair enough. We love to see it. As many of you know, the stress testing team applications were reopened recently and resulted in an astounding 1,400 submissions. Oh my gosh, you nerds. These are currently being reviewed, and successful candidates can expect an invitation to our new stress testing Discord server very soon. We appreciate your patience and understanding in this matter. Brilliant stuff. Obviously, after I insulted the people who applied to this and calling them nerds, I also applied to it, but I'm different because I'm not a nerd. I played sports during uni. I'm technically a jock, so fuck off. Very cool though. I'm definitely like, honestly, you must actually know what, someone like, anyone who wants to feel free to clip that and take the piss out of me, do it. That's actually fucking hilarious. I'm technically a jock. No, it's true though. I was playing in a korfball team, which is a sport in the Netherlands similar to basketball and netball, and my uni team came 18th in the country. So I am, you know, like I'm part of the 18th best team in the country at like level. So that's kind of cool. Was it 18th or was it 14th? Oh, who knows, you guys. So yeah, there you go. I play sports. Get out of here, nerds. Kristen, our favourite girl. The wheels have been churning around here all month. Glad to hear it. Fixing various issues and gearing up for tonal shift the game. Ooh. Ooh, a tonal shift. Well, what does that even mean? Ooh, Kristen, stop it. Ooh, cool. I've been moving from department to department, making sure everyone has what they need to swing for the fences. Hopefully there'll be some home runs in it for us and you. I hope so too. The Herrerasaurus will be coming along nicely. Yep, everyone's already said that, Kristen. Please say something different. I'll be getting a fun factor here for a bit, and it'll be a lot of fun seeing how you guys like it. And how many are going to be plummet to your deaths? Hopefully none of us. Hopefully none of us, because you would have already seen the issues where we do fall off things. So, hopefully none. Weird thing to say, Kristen. That's a weird thing. It's a bit like being a doctor, making medication and being like, let's see how many of you still suffer from cancer after this medication. You're like, right, okay. Obviously, I'm taking the piss. Don't take what I'm saying seriously. I don't want to have like Kristen coming into my channel saying you're an arsehole because... Anyways, practice, patience, and prayers. I like that. 3 Ps. PPP. But overall, we'll be able to make a leap of faith with a fair amount of charity. I hope I can too. I really do. I want to see this game succeed and become the absolute juggernaut. I know that it can. The Diablo and Dyna have also been getting some special abilities implemented and tested. Can you tell us what these are? So we can shift the prototypes to the final form. Diablo is moving pretty... I thought it was actually going to be a fucking... ability. Moving pretty good currently, and needs a few tweaks to really make it something special, hopefully resulting in some moments that feel good to players as well as against. Dyna seems to be heading in the right direction. Our intention is being that we can make it as fear-inducing as it used to be, but monetized. If that weren't enough, the Rex is growing in power each day. We're excited to see what an Apex can really do, but anyways, that's all we can look at. Cool, devlog, sweet. Nice, to be honest. Kind of tame. Kind of tame. In completely unbiased opinion, I must say this has been one of the best months I've had working on the game. You know what? You know what, DM4? I agree. This has been one of the best months I've had working on this game. As a YouTuber. Honestly, it has. My channel has grown. I've got a tiny bit of recognition. The subscribers aren't quite there yet. I don't really feel like begging for subs, because that feels weird. So yeah, honestly, yeah, fair enough. I'm actually pretty happy with this. That's all. Story time's over. Go away.